What? This is normal. Don't judge me. What is up, everyone in the universe, far and near? My name is the Saiyan Warlord X. And why X? Because X makes everything sound cooler. Today, for our first video, I've decided to talk about something that may be considered a bit overdue, but since I have no imagination and, well, I think a little over a year is fine, especially with my experience with this game, I'm gonna do it. So sit back, relax, and hopefully not click the back button while I talk about this subject. It being, what should the next Dragon Ball Xenoverse game be like? First off, starting out, I have no relations with the other Dragon Ball YouTubers in the community, as if that wasn't obvious enough. So this is gonna be an all-me thing. No one else, just my opinion of what the next game could be like to possibly make it better. Just so you guys know, the only reason I find myself quite affiliated with this is because I've restarted it, unwillingly, 8 times. And the 8th was simply because I switched from 360 to PS4, and in doing so, I lost my Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. Yeah, I'm a bit sad my game will never feel complete, but that's why I'm doing this video, so others don't have to feel this way about the next game. Alright, starting off, let's get to the basics of what I think would be a great choice. Current gen only. Alright then, I'll let you off easily this time, because 4 years ago, when you started the production of this game, I could tell you guys weren't sure how long it would take for the next gen to be considered current gen. Well, guess what? It's current time, baby! Now, as I said before, I got the pre-order bonus of Xenoverse for my 360, so I can understand why old gens would want me to keep it on the older stations. But guess what? It isn't fair to those who worked hard and had patience to get their current gen console. And when we do get them, we expect top-of-the-line games. And it's very obvious Xenoverse is being held back from its true potential. I don't even know if I can save you from that one. So, make it current gen only, meaning PS4, Xbox One, and PC only, so you can actually get the best out of this game. While we're on this subject, it's one of the reasons that environments aren't as destructible as they could be. When I shoot my Kamehamehas, I expect mountains to be gone, land burned, just pure craziness! So yeah, that's our experience with very destructible environments. Next up, let's get to the story. Now Dims, for an idea like Xenoverse, it's amazing, awe-striking, just brand new. But after a while of playing Xenoverse, you begin getting bored with the story. I've had to replay the same story 8 damn times. And that story, while fun the first time, gets boring the next 7. So, let's add some more choices, as in a choose-your-own-story kind of deal. If we make an evil-looking character, we expect them to do evil things, not be Supreme Kai of Time bitch. Let's be honest, that's what we are. What if we wanted to help Demigra? What if we wanted to kill Demigra and take over his spot as the new demon god? Thank you, Dumpling. Maybe in Xenoverse, our Saiyan character wanted the Super Saiyan God transformation. Maybe we wanted to go Super Saiyan 4. And no, you can't use the whole "we can't do it" crap, because modders in Xenoverse let us have mods that allow our custom character to go Super Saiyan 4. Customized, mind you. So no excuses. Have questions about the fur? Make it a darker shade of color than their hair color. And if they have black fur, simply make it a dark red color. Bam! Done! Super Saiyan God and Blue should be easy. Change the aura to God aura, make them thinner, taller, and change their hair color. Bam! Easy! Ugh, I drifted off the transformation. Back to the story. There are many things we can do with the main story, Dimps. You listen to some of us fans, and we can make stories for you. Time travel plus custom characters equals a ton of opportunity. Don't waste it. Make it so every time we replay Xenoverse, like with our extra character slots, it's always a different experience. Brand new. Each time. Like I said, don't have many ideas? Ask the community. We have an infinite supply and then some. And yes, a lot of them would actually be good. Don't be afraid of the community. You're making a game for us. Might as well ask us about it personally. And I mean more than just a simple survey. Thank you very much. Drop rates. First off, gonna say this. I hate them. So hate drop rates. If I do a parallel quest over 8,000 times, each time with no damage, perfect time, and a beautiful sea, do I get the Kaioken times 20 I want? Hell nah! Just some supplements and clothes. I already have too many pairs of. If we get that Z, it means we worked hard for it and we deserve the item we're trying to get. It doesn't mean we should leave it up to chance, because those quests get old, fast. So throw us a bone, and throw the drop rates away. Make it easier, and give us the items based on our performance, not our luck. To add to this, I'm including Dragon Balls. You guys have made the worst way to obtain a Dragon Ball in all the Dragon Ball games I've played. Once again, annoying. What you should do is have a series of minigames, and each Dragon Ball is hidden in a randomly selected one. But instead of randomizing all the damn time, keep them there so we have something to actually look forward to. And another thing, Dragon Radar. Make it obtainable so we can see what minigames have depth. And no, don't make it so we lose it after we find all 7. Make it so it can break sometimes so our Zenny go towards something useful like getting it fixed, but don't be a dick and take it away from us. Do 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 do. Oh, it's recording. Next up on the list is a realism and game mode version. People keep complaining all the time in a Dragon Ball game about how Cybermen can match up to people like Super Saiyan 3 Goku, and it should be realistic. Goku should one-shot them. I'm mixed between this because I like watching the videos of how the underdog somehow wins the match. I'm looking at you, Yamcha versus Super Saiyan 3 Broly. But at the same time, yeah, I understand why they want this. So I say, make it an option. A realism and a game mode option. Realism is how the fight between characters would actually go, while having another option with the characters having a certain amount of stats you'd grant them, like in Xenoverse. Alright, this script is taking a lot longer than I thought it would. I just want to get it done and recorded with by the end of the day because I've worked on this for about a week now. Anyway, this is one thing I want to say because I'm worried no one else has mentioned it. Our custom characters in our separate slots being able to fight each other. This is a big thing I was surprised was not in the first game, and surprised no one except occasionally a few people in forums talked about. Our custom characters not being able to fight each other. Now, I could understand if this was a complete RPG, but it's not. At the end of the day, it's a fighting game. And many fighting games I've played with character customization, WWE games, that sword fighting game, I can't remember it off the top of my head. Leave a thing in the comment if you know what I'm talking about. They let our custom characters, all of them we created, to fight against each other. Let this happen, fix that mistake that was obviously made. This one is a more unlikely candidate, but you know what? I like this idea, and I made it up as I was recording. Death matches. I'm not kidding. In Dragon Ball, death is an actual thing, and many Dragon Ball games don't show it. Off the top of my head, I can think of 2 games that actually played around with the idea, and I love them for it. Raging Blast 1 and 2. If you used your ultimate at the end, and it was a beam, and that's what finished your opponent off, they disintegrated. I love that little thing. In Xenoverse, I think there should be an option with the matches to let you turn it into a death match. The one who finishes with their ultimate kills their opponent. Beams and blasts like Final Flash, Spirit Bomb would disintegrate the dying opponent as the camera zooms in onto them and you watch them become dust. For things like Special Beam Cannon, it should zoom into them as they cough up blood, a hole is seen in their chest, and they fall over wide-eyed death, kind of like, in the anime. You can get creative with the physical ultimate. I don't know why. I like the idea. But I can see the controversies. But hey, Dragon Ball is for all ages, not just kids. Don't worry about getting a little dark, dimps. Alright, let's get deeper into this. Custom character selections. Okay, first off, add some more races. A biological android race, like Cell, or a normal android race. That would be a good start, and get creative with some. Second off, decisions between starting out as a kid or an adult. Adults being able to acquire things earlier and easier, but children having more latching potential. When the kids reach level 30, they're given a chance to become adults, and when you put them side by side, the kid who started out as a kid and is now an adult and level 30 is stronger than the person who started out as an adult and is also level 30. Transformation. To keep it short, everyone should get them. Saiyans get the most, but the first few are fairly weak, especially compared to the other races' transformations. I'll get into more detail about this in a future video. Hairstyles? Much more. Able to actually be very skinny or fat for humans and Saiyans. Able to be skinny as a Martian male. Once again, something I was surprised wasn't in the first Xenoverse. And now, special forms, like Super Saiyan God, Blue, or 4. Let us access it in the story mode by our choices. How will they work? Easy! Include them in our variation slots. We can sacrifice a few naked versions of ourselves for these super transformations. And now, Aura. Let it be customizable. Ultimate Tenkaichi, the game that got everything wrong, actually got that right. Come on, Dimps! And our clothing. Let us color it. All of it. Make the accessories able to add more onto them. Another thing Ultimate Tenkaichi did right. Damn it, Dimps! And finally, voices. I cannot stand having my character so damn mute. I know people will argue by saying that it adds to the customization, but it doesn't. It makes me feel like my character is too dumbfounded to say anything. So I got a proposition. Customized voices. Over a range of voices, we're able to change the speed and pitch of the voice to make it more like us, and start with a variety of voices to choose from. It works, it's great, and it keeps your customization feeling. Okay, some people might actually try to argue with me about this one, but you know what? I'm pretty sure I'm right about this. DLC that is actually worth it. Okay, let's be honest. The DLC for Xenoverse, terrible! Almost as bad as the Vegito DLC for Battle of Seasons. Almost. At least it somewhat progresses the story. But DLC should feel like it's so good it shouldn't even be there. It's why we paid for it. It shouldn't feel like we're paying for pieces of an unfinished puzzle. Which is exactly how this was. So, I have an idea for a DLC story that would be pretty fun. A story involving you and your old custom characters from the first Xenoverse. Your characters will be the opposite of what you are, evil or good, and a story can build from that. Old versus new. I like it. I think it would be a great DLC. I don't know what the viewers would think, but I think it'd be pretty cool. To add on to this, Simps, make your pre-order bonus something that should actually be a pre-order bonus. Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Gogeta aren't even DLC. They're in-game. So why wasn't Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta? You know who should have been pre-ordered? Broly. He never really existed in the Dragon Ball universe. You can argue the same thing about Super Saiyan 4, but at least Vegeta and Goku actually existed. Seriously, just stupid. Alright, let's start finishing this video off. Now, let's talk about game mode and some last bit things. First off, abilities for 1-on-4s, 4-on-1s, etc., etc. This would especially be fun with a realistic mode. That is, once again, another thing I'm surprised Xenoverse didn't first do. Another thing, timers. Let us choose our time. An infinite, damn it! How did that not ever cross your mind that 3 minutes may not be enough? Enough. If they go current gen only, bigger and more detailed fighting areas, as well as a lot more. Once again, you guys are allowed to be creative here. I wouldn't mind a black hole arena or something. And another thing, let the computer be strong. Good. Just allow an actual hard mode. Honestly, it ruins a lot of the fights when the computer just starts slacking off. It ruins the fun. And as I mentioned earlier, minigames. Not sure what all of them could be except one. Which is also part of another one of my points. Training. The worst part about training in Xenoverse, for me, was that I had to keep doing the Great 8 mission over and over and over and over again. And sometimes it wasn't even all that reliable, because when I've done everything correctly, it wouldn't let me go for a Z rank. 3 minutes, undefeated, and everything. So, minigames should be, what I think some minigames should be, are gravity training, hyperbolic time chamber training, as well as otherworldly training and godly training. This is how it works. Gravity training, the gravity increases as you keep training, or by your level and transformation. If you're a level 10 and don't have a transformation, it would be something like 10 times, but would increase over time. And when it does, the higher the Super Saiyan level you are, or higher any transformation you are, the gravity will be much higher. And what it does is it would affect your stamina and your ki, as well as making it much harder to maintain and refill your form again. Something like Super Saiyan 3, for instance, would be pushing the billions in gravity, making it very difficult to maintain it, and much more to turn back to it. Little robots would be there, and you'd have to fly over to them and hit them once. All key specials would affect one robot, and while they shoot key at you, you have to dodge them. And when your life bar hits 0, it calculates how long you lasted and does something to give you experience. I say it goes up the higher level you are. Lower levels get their time times 100 for their experience, 1,000 times for the middle line levels, and 10,000 times for the very high level. To add to the fun, every 10 minutes you last, Vegeta or Goku come in and battle you. Base form only. Now the hyperbolic time chamber would work like this. You can do it only once a day, compared to the gravity chamber, which lets you do it every day. The reason the time chamber would be like that, because it would be better training. You would have to fight the Z fighters one at a time, your health constantly going down, and the reason only once a day, because in the manga, you're only allowed twice, and it wouldn't be fair to keep it like that for gameplay. Okay, I'm gonna take a little breath before I continue. I'm back. Miss me? Yeah, I know you didn't. Okay, I'll continue. Anyway, otherworldly training. You go against overpowered characters over and over again, and go until you can't go anymore. Experience pretty much is handed to you during it, and it's the only way to get the Super Saiyan 3 transformation. Only able to get it after reaching a certain part in the story and getting an exceptionally high score. And give us a little cutscene for that as well. Would be pretty cool. And the only way we can get this training is for wishing for it with the Dragon Ball. Can't do it twice in a row. You can only do it once, make a different wish next time you gather them. And then when you gather them again, you can do the training again. And now, godly training. Available to those who finish the game. Only able to do it once a day, and it's you fighting an overpowered weak. Weaks cannot be defeated. The experience is only based on how long you last against him. Doing it unlocks Dark, a customizable key that you equip and that increases your character significantly. Unless you're a Saiyan. Then you get the Super Saiyan Blue form. If you already had the God form, or you can obtain the God form and then the Blue form with me, if you did not get it in the story, the God form in the story, and get it by training like Vegeta, but it would take twice as long. Ugh, I'm mixing up all my words here. Okay, let's finish this video off with something that could be argued with a lot, but I think it would be a great, nice addition. you guys look at my quick battle with my first video, you'd see I like playing Fallout 4. Bethesda is soon adding an addition for console versions being able to have mods. I think that with the next Xenoverse, it too should have that ability. Dimps, you're never going to make the game everyone wants, so give us the ability to make it how we want, even with the console. It's amazing that Bethesda is doing it, and I think more games should allow that ability. It's another unlikely candidate, but it would be more than amazing to include the console in modding as well. I will once again get into more detail about this in another video. Okay, that is all for now. I can't fit everything onto one video, so I'll make a follow-up later on down the road. Thanks to those who actually watched it. If you liked these ideas, let's try and get Dimps' attention to these ideas, or at least some of them. If you somehow liked this video, then help me on my way to the Dragon Ball community with a sub and a like. This is the Saiyan Warlord X, and I'm off. Later!